I don't need to tell you what gold is. You've no doubt seen pictures of gold bars and coins, and perhaps at this moment you're wearing jewelry made of the precious material on your body. But what about putting gold inside your body, as in eating it? Well, you can, and people have been doing so for thousands of years. This is edible gold, and it's exactly what you think. It's gold that you can eat. But boy, does that bring up a lot of questions. As in, how do you even cook with this stuff? What does it taste like? And is this even safe to consume? Today, we are diving into all things edible gold. Hello and welcome to I Want to Cook. My name is Chef Matt, and this channel is all about helping you be a better cook. And today we are digging into the topic of gold, specifically edible gold. And like I say, you've probably got questions because most people haven't worked with edible gold before. So let's answer the first question that you're probably just kind of thinking to yourself. What is edible gold? So edible gold is gold that you can eat, and yes, it is real gold. But this isn't like taking a bite out of a gold coin or gold bar or even the ring on your finger. That's because edible gold is extremely thin. I'm talking microns thin. It's about as thick as a human hair, and it might not even be that thick. This stuff is really, really thin. Edible gold is available in a variety of forms. There's sheets like this, also known as gold leaf. There's also gold sparkles, gold dust, and just little tiny gold pieces like this found in bottles, and all of it is extremely fragile to work with. To give you an idea of just how delicate gold is, like this gold leaf, if I merely blow on it, well, it shakes. I mean, if this wasn't adhered to this plate, this would be blowing away. I mean, this stuff is just so thin, it's almost incredible. It's more like a sheen. And if you just even barely like touch it with your finger, I mean, it'll just like almost dissolve. I can't express just how delicate this stuff is. It's pretty amazing. In fact, just to work with this stuff, you need special tweezers. You can't use metal tweezers because they might have static electricity, so you need to use these wooden tweezers just to even, kind of try to get a grip on this stuff and not have it go crazy wild with metal on metal. It's really something else. Now, the next question you're probably asking is, but why though? Why would anybody want to eat gold? And the simple answer is it's kind of for the same reason that you wear gold jewelry, and that's because it's all about the bling. It's all about the luxuriousness, the sparkle. I mean, whether it's gold-infused food or gold-crusted food, I mean, is there anything more opulent than gold on food? And this isn't exactly a new trend, despite what you might be seeing on Instagram and TikTok. In fact, you could say that Egyptians were the original influencers because they were doing this 5,000 years ago. But that was a few years before the original iPhone came out, so they weren't posting their gold-plated food on social media. And Egyptians weren't the only ones eating gold. Throughout history, other peoples were consuming gold for their purported medicinal qualities or, well, just for the sheer luxuriousness of it all. And that brings us to our next question, is gold even safe to eat? And the general conclusion is yes, it is. That's because edible gold is inert and just like edible silver, which is also a thing. That simply means that it'll just basically pass through your body. And here's where I could make a comment that eating edible gold, well, the next day you're literally just kind of flushing money down the drain, but we won't linger on that point. Here's what registered dietitian Alexandra Oppenheimer said about edible gold in an interview with Food and Wine magazine. Edible gold must be 23 to 24 carats, and it's not the same gold you find in your jewelry, which may have other metals and can be toxic and dangerous if consumed. Another dietitian, Cynthia Sass, told the publication, most likely edible gold won't be absorbed from the digestive system into the bloodstream, and therefore it will pass through the body and be eliminated as waste. As for the overall safety of having gold in your body, keep in mind you might have some already in your teeth. As you probably know, gold is used in fillings, and gold is used because it's non-toxic and it isn't considered dangerous. So yes, in small quantities, edible gold appears safe to eat. And I doubt very many people could afford to eat a lot of this stuff anyways. And that brings us to our next question. How much does edible gold cost? At the time of making this video, gold is near a record high. It cost about $4,900 for an ounce of gold. For 10 little, very thin sheets like this of edible gold, I paid over $50. So edible gold is a very expensive ingredient to work with, which probably isn't a surprise because it's gold. Now, you've probably never seen gold leaf for sale in your local supermarket, so you're probably wondering, where do you even buy this stuff? And I think the simplest answer is you can buy it the same place you can buy everything else these days, and that's online. I ordered this stuff through Amazon, and of course you can also buy it through restaurant supply stores and other specialty stores. But unless you live near a well-stocked cake decorating shop, you're probably gonna have a hard time finding it at a brick and mortar store. And here's a word of caution. I thought I might have luck finding edible gold at a well-known arts and crafts store, but when I looked closer at the bottle, what appeared to be at first be genuine gold flake was actually, well, whatever hydroproxyl methacellulose is. I can tell you what it's not, and it's not gold. Periodic table element AU. Other products purporting to be edible gold were merely made of sugar or other junk. So if you really are looking for edible gold, buy it from a legitimate source and make sure it's actual gold and not imitation gold. You're going to want to look for it to be edible gold and the real deal. So do your research first, because I don't want you wasting money thinking you're buying gold when you're really not. The next question you're surely wondering is, how do you cook gold? Well, you don't. You don't actually cook gold, and you don't even really cook with it. Edible gold is really a garnish. You would use it as you would something else to garnish a finished dish, or include as kind of a topping or immersed within the dish. So you're not going to be putting this in a skillet and cooking it. This is really kind of a finality, a final flourish to give food, probably really good food, expensive food, pizzazz, to really literally make it sparkle. From a humble grilled cheese sandwich crusted in Parmesan cheese and gold, to golden brownies, or even drinks like cocktails or mocktails with floating gold, this precious metal is highly adaptable. And as I mentioned before, it can be a real pain to work with. This stuff is just so thin, it's so finicky. Like a fan was on when I was working with this stuff earlier this week, and it was literally like blowing away. I mean, it's like that sensitive. So if you do buy edible gold, especially gold leaf, make sure you get these like bamboo tweezers to go with it. This stuff is like so finicky. And now the answer to the question that you probably are really wondering about. What does edible gold taste like? Well, let's give it a try just by itself. And as you can see, I'm using the tweezers here. I'm not going to dare try to get this with my fingers. So here is some edible gold leaf. I have no idea how much this is worth. And edible gold tastes very much like nothing. I mean, maybe there's like a slight metallic taste to it, but like I say, it's inert. It's, you know, this is just kind of all for looks, all for show. It doesn't have a taste. It doesn't really have smell. This is for pizzazz, folks. Edible gold. So there you go. I hope this demystifies the mysterious thing that is edible gold. Now I have to hear from you. Have you ever had edible gold? Have you ever had it like on a cake or in a drink? Have you ever worked with it? If you have, or if you want to, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Okay, trivia time. Last week I asked you to identify these strange, wrinkly looking peppers, and several of you knew what these are. These are, of course, shishito peppers. I did an episode on shishito peppers a long time ago. It was one of the first videos I made, and what you do is you char and blister these in a cast iron pan. They're absolutely delicious. I'll put a link to that video in the description below if you want to check it out. But congratulations to everybody who correctly identified these little guys as shishito peppers. Maybe I'll cook some of these up later and sprinkle them with gold. For this week's culinary tool, we have an interesting item here. I think its design might give away what it is, but if you know what this strange looking thing is, or if you have a guess, put it in the comments below, and I will of course let you know what this thing is in the next episode. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Until next time, I hope you want to cook.